Okay, so question 90. We're given quite a bit of information and we're told what the budgeted profit is. So we know what the profit is, and we're told that you're going to sell 13,000 units but produce 15,000. So you will have closing inventory, right, of 2,000 units. That's the issue here. You have these closing inventory of 2,000 units that currently, as things are, all the full costs of 3,000 will go through that period. But what will happen under absorption costing when you absorb these £3,000 over those 15,000 units? When you absorb the £3,000 over the 15,000 units, you'll be charging, if you like, 20p or a fifth of a pound to each of those units. But when you now get to closing inventory, because you will, of course, because they'll be absorbed over closing inventory as well, you'll have a fifth times, of course, these 2,000 units, which will be £400. So what you will observe here is that because this closing inventory of 2,000 units will go into the next period, they will take with them £400 of that period cost. So because they will take that cost out of the system under absorption costing, your profits are higher by exactly that amount of 400. So under normal circumstances, under the marginal costing system, you currently have 23,000. But as a result of that inventory sucking up those costs to take with it, you will now have additional profit as a result of less costs of 23,400. Yeah, so your answer there is B. Your answer there is B. Let us look at the oops, sorry, my screen's just a bit. Yeah, let's look at the situation in question 91. Okay, let's see what's going on here. So we're talking about these batches, and they just want us to really focus on the batch, which isn't too bad. We know what the cost estimates are per batch. So we have materials of 4,500, labor of 5,000. We know that's what prime costs are. So we start off with 4,500 plus 5,000, which gives us 9,500. So that's the estimated prime cost of a batch. Then we now know what the marginal cost is. The marginal cost wants you to include all. So we just add on the 9,500. We add on the 2,500, which is 12,000. And then we add on to that in terms of the full absorption cost. We add on the 1,750 to that, which is 13,750 to that as well. Remember, this is not a production cost, so that will be considered a non-production cost. Question then says, the pole painting department is a cost center, and which of the following does its management control? So because it's a cost center, I suppose you would argue that they control the variable costs and the fixed costs to do with their department. It's a cost center, so they're not doing much with revenue, and they're not doing it much with assets and liabilities of the organization. They are a cost center. Their focus is on those costs. Cool, great stuff. So in terms of these being fixed production overheads, if you like. Yeah, and that brings us to the end of that series of questions.